everyone, I am Janhavi Panwar. Welcome back to my channel, or if you guys are new here, then welcome to my channel. Do you see the happiness on my face? Do you know why? Let me tell you why. It's because I'm gonna be talking about a topic that is actually very close to my heart, very dear to my heart, and I definitely have some personal examples, like a lot of personal stories to share about this topic, although I'm not going to be sharing all of them because we really need to talk about this topic. However, I will tell you a story or two. So, I dream big and do nothing. Is this a problem with you guys? I think it's a problem with many of us. Like, we want to do everything. Every time we're like, okay, from tomorrow, I'm gonna start with this. Tomorrow morning, I'll wake up early in the morning and then I'll go for a run. Okay, tomorrow I'll start with this business idea, or maybe the application that you've been avoiding for a long time, I'll start working on that. The book you've been avoiding for a long time, you'll start reading that book, or whatever you just wanted to do. You have big plans, you've made notes of those plans, you have organized everything, and now you think tomorrow morning I'm gonna start with this plan. Tomorrow morning comes, nothing happens. You don't open your laptop, you don't work on your application, you don't go for a run, you do not wake up early, or maybe you wake up early but you do not start. Why do you think this happens? Why? And I do have a story to share here, but I'm not gonna do that right now. I'll do that a little bit later. What's gonna happen now? Mornings will pass, days will pass, weeks pass, months will pass, years will pass. So nothing is gonna happen. First of all, what you guys need to realize that this procrastination, you have to end this. So this procrastination is actually not a time management problem, it's an emotion regulation problem. I know what you guys are thinking, and guys, this is very true. Trust me, it is very, very true. So what is happening when you think about doing something hard, like, okay, I'm gonna start with this, your brain, it's not gonna process it logically first. It will process it emotionally. So it will think about everything that can go wrong. It will think about doubts. It will think about things that just give you a negative feeling. They'll trigger like self-doubt, things that can go wrong, consequences, fear that what you think the result would be, fear that result won't come out, that wouldn't happen, like whatever you're expecting, it wouldn't be like that. So you're scared of that. Your brain starts emotionally first. So what is happening? Your brain, it hates these negative triggers and negative emotions. So what's the one thing you're gonna do? What's the one thing your brain will do? It will escape these negative emotions. I think you can pause the video right here. You can actually think about it, that yes, whatever you were planning to do, once you start, you actually think about all of the negative things, like, and the one negative thing that always comes in your mind, or maybe comes in my mind, what if things don't work out the way I'm expecting things to work out? And that's why I never start. Guilty, but I'm saying it out loud that yes, it does happen. So your brain will do one thing. It will escape these negative feelings by maybe cleaning the room, by scrolling through the phone, by playing a game. And once you start doing that, once you start scrolling, that dread, that fear, it disappears. And what will happen? You'll start doing it again. Why? Because you need to escape that negative feeling. Instead of doing something that you actually really want to do, you're going to escape that. Why? Because it's just triggering some negative feelings inside you, and you do not like those negative feelings. Actually, your brain does not like those negative feelings. I hope I made it very clear. And everybody, now what will happen once you do this, it's a relief. Like, once you do these little things, like scroll on your phone or clean your room, these things, they give you relief, and this relief is a reward. And what is happening? Anything that rewards you, you will keep repeating that, won't you? Anything that makes you feel relieved, anything that rewards you, you will repeat that. You'll do it over and over. Like, there is a difficult task, you're gonna avoid it, you'll feel relief, and then you repeat it again. So this is what we call the avoidance loop. So now it's time to share that personal example. A few years before, I really wanted to start a podcast. I really wanted to get on with it. I really wanted to have people over and take their interviews. I was excited. Like, I was excited, the feeling that it gave me, and it actually happens. Like, oh, I'm gonna start the podcast, everything would be perfect, I will mail people, they will come, they'll say, oh, Janhavi. But I actually didn't start till like 2 years later. Do you know why? Because it always, whenever I used to start it, I always felt like, okay, maybe I need to wait for the right time, maybe the right conditions, maybe this, and just, you know, I just never started it. What if people never show up? I cannot even find the mails of the people. So that happened. And actually, when I started doing the podcast, people were there, they went well, and it went amazing. Everything went amazing. Or maybe a podcast or two did not go well, but that's part of life. That's how things are supposed to happen. The thing is, you need to start. Like, think of your brain like a toddler, okay? Think of your brain like a toddler who just discovered how to regulate emotions, okay? And every time avoidance happens, every time avoidance makes the bad feeling go away, your brain will do that. Like their toddler like brain, it will press that button of the remote again. Okay, make this bad feeling go away, yay. And what is that remote, what is that control on the remote? That's avoidance. So that's what you're going to do, and that's what we keep doing. That's why you dream big and you do nothing, because you do not like negative feelings. Now, everyone, you need to realize something. There are two systems in your brain that are always fighting, two parts of your brain that are always fighting every time you face something difficult. Okay, number one, your brain's alarm system. What is this alarm system? This alarm system, it detects dangers. What are these dangers? So it does not know the difference between, let me be very honest here, your brain's alarm system, it does not know the difference between when a tiger is chasing you and when there is a deadline that is stressful. In both situations, it will say, run, run, it's a threat, run, it's danger, danger, danger. Okay, in every situation, like there is a huge difference if a lion is chasing you for your goddamn life, and if there is a deadline that is just making you frustrated, that is just making you feel stressed. There's a huge difference. But your brain's alarm system will always just say what? Run, it's a threat, run. And you'll run because you cannot control your brain. So that's one. Number two, what is that part two of your brain? That is this part of your brain. It's actually responsible for making actions, for actually pushing you to act. That's what it's responsible for. Like when this part is stronger, it actually overrides the alarm system. When this part of your brain that makes you act, that pushes you to act, that makes you perform an action or two, when it dominates the other one, when it dominates the alarm system, so yeah, you actually start acting. However, what is happening right now, every time you procrastinate, your alarm system wins. Every time you avoid something, your alarm system wins. Here's the worst part that many of us do not realize. Every time you do this, your brain gets addicted to it. Like you feel happy. Every time you give into avoidance, you're not just avoiding one task. You're actually converting it into a habit. You're giving it an exact neutral pathway. Like the avoidance, it will become faster, quicker, more reliable. And the other part of your brain that actually makes you act, that will become weak. Basically, the other part will dominate this part. And what will happen? It will be like a muscle that you just stop using, that just exists, but you're not using it anymore. So how can you fix this? How to not procrastinate? There are two disguises in which procrastination wears itself. Okay, procrastination disguises itself in two ways. What does it do? Number one, procrastination will feel like perfectionism. Okay, so every time you want to act, your brain will say, okay, let's just wait until you're ready, like until everything is perfect, until you've organized everything. That podcast example that I gave you, let me just wait until I have like 50 different emails and 50 different people. So I will do that. So that's one. So that's how procrastination is disguising itself with this perfectionism. Let's just wait about these, let's just wait until I have everything perfect, until the conditions are perfect. And one thing we forget to realize is that perfectionism is actually not about high standards. No, it's not. It's fear. It's just fear wearing a respectable costume. Yes, it's fear wearing a respectable costume. Like if you are never gonna start, you're actually never gonna fail or succeed. How else will you know? Number two, productive procrastination. I know it's an oxymoron, but productive procrastination. So here, you're not actually just wasting time, You're not scrolling on your phone. You're not playing a game to just procrastinate things. What you're actually doing, the thing that you actually want to do, the thing that you want to start, you're making notes about that thing. You're making notes, you're organizing your ideas. So what will happen? You want to start some startup. So you're watching videos how to build a successful startup in just 3 months. So you're doing everything related to that, but you're just not performing the act. You're not doing what is supposed to be done, but everything related to that, yes, you're absolutely doing. So what is your brain doing right now? Here, your brain is just picking the safer side. It's picking a safer way instead of a scary one. Why? Just so you can get a sense of accomplishment at the end of the day. Like, yes, I did something today, and I will definitely start from tomorrow. But tomorrow, you're actually gonna productive procrastinate again. Do not let that happen. Now, everyone, the thing is, you're not actually avoiding the task. Actually avoiding how you think the task is going to make you feel. And trust me, your brain in these kind of situations, it's almost wrong every single time. And even if it's not, then why not give it a try? So let's do the self-reflection exercise, okay? Think about a thing that you've been putting off for a long time. Like you really want to do something, but you've been putting off for weeks, for months, maybe years. Can you just ask yourself why? Is it self-doubt? Is it too overwhelming? Is it fear? What is it? Why are you procrastinating? What I want you to do, I actually want you to write these things down, just naming these thoughts out loud. The thing is, we never actually name these thoughts out loud. We never write them down. We never write them down in our notes app, in our notebook. We just think them in the back of our mind. They just exist, but we never actually face them. You need to face them in order to make them disappear. Just writing them down will actually shift your brain back to a rational position. Do you want that? I mean, think about it right now. Whatever you're feeling, you're just feeling it in the back of your mind, and that's why you never start. But you never face it. You never face it. You never write it. So instead of that, write it down right now and try it right now before you watch this whole video. Now, let's come to the main part, how to actually break this loop. I know you guys have this question, but Janhavi, what to do? We have named it, we have written it down, but how to break it? How to break this loop? Very simple. How you can break this loop? Step number one, whenever you feel like you're avoiding something, catch it and name it, okay? The moment you notice yourself avoiding something, like there is an assignment that you need to complete and you have been putting off that assignment for the last few weeks, so the next time you avoid it, then just catch it right there. Why am I avoiding this? Like, name the actual emotion that is underneath it. What am I afraid of right now? Ask yourself that. Why do I think avoiding it? So instead of just feeling vaguely bad, like, no, let's not do this, in the back of your mind, again, not saying it out loud, not writing it anywhere, in the back of your mind, just feeling, okay, let's not do this. Instead of that, just write it down. What am I afraid of right now? Number two, make the task stupidly small. Yes, you think the task is super big. You think, oh, how to become a millionaire. Instead of becoming a millionaire, how about you start working in thousands first? Then you move on to hundreds of thousands, then more of those, and then you become a millionaire. Make the task stupidly small. Like you want to complete an assignment, and that assignment is supposed to be 10 pages or 15 pages. So I'm not saying keep your laptop open for like 30 minutes. Just open your laptop for 5 minutes. Okay, open the document for 5 minutes. So make your task smaller. What you have to do is shrink your goal. You just shrink your goal until it feels almost embarrassing to do it. Like you feel like, okay, this is so embarrassing, how can I just do it? So the thing is, everybody, the actual process of doing the task is usually way easier than the dread you feel before even starting it. That's it. The hard part is not the task, it's actually the 5 minutes before the task. You remember where we started? Early morning. We started at early morning. So guys, I'm not saying you lack discipline. No, you do not lack discipline. You're not lazy. It's just something that your brain has learned along the way, that instead of facing some things, it's always better to escape for a safer and a more neutral path. So right now, what you're going to do, you are going to ask yourself, what have I been avoiding? The people who actually start doing things, they're not braver than you. They're not more intelligent than you. They do not have everything structured out better than you. No, they don't. The only thing they're good at just starting before feeling ready. That's it. Let me know what thing have you been avoiding, and also let me know, have you started working on it, and when will you start working on it? Let me know in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, bye everyone. Stay safe.